guys, and welcome back. It's Wiggle here. We are back with another guide video for Return of Reckoning. Today we are gonna be looking at the Gunbad dungeon, and I will see all the wings, all the bosses, and let's get to it. So Gunbad is a level 40 dungeon. It can be done on the lower level, but it would be recommended to do it on level 40. You can consistent of either 2 com, or if you have a good tank, a really well good gear tank, you can do it with 1 tank and 3 DPS. You can obtain an Redeye set from doing this dungeon. There's 3 wings. Each wing is on its own lockout, so you can just do a certain wing if you do not want to do the whole dungeon. But yeah, let's go and see what's in there. Right, so Gunbad is located in the Badlands. You can see it's in the left corner of the map. You can run either through the PvE, or if your guild is level 29, you can obtain a Gunbad teleportation scrolls from your guild bank, and you can just click them and it will put you right in front of the entrance of the dungeon. So when you enter a Gunbad, you will see there is 3 wings. We have a left wing, middle wing, and a right wing. Each wing contains their own bosses, and there's always a final boss at the end you have to kill to finish the wing. So in Gunbad you can obtain a Redeye set. Redeye set is 6-piece set for level 40. It's the decent PvE starting set. The biggest thing with Redeye is if you do want to do BBE or BS, you do have to do Gunbad and get at least 5 pieces to obtain a ward, so you can equip Sentinel pieces and then eventually go to BS. So it's definitely important if you want to do a PvE and be able to obtain another gear to finish a Gunbad ward. So let's go ahead and start with the left wing. So for the first boss we have in a Gunbad is a Griblick Dastinka and all Greenwood. So if you do have 2 tanks, you will be fighting these 2 separately. If you have just 1 tank, you will be fighting them together, facing them away from the group with killing the Goblin Dastinka first. Once the Griblick dies, you can just run away because you don't have to kill the dragon at all. So once you kill the Griblick, you can just run towards the chest over here, pick up your bag, and you will run all the way over here till the green vents the aggro. You have to have the whole party behind the healer all the way after the healer over here, and then the dragon will the aggro. Alright, so the next boss we will have is a Garrot, the Pokebearer. You want to clean the room before you engage the boss. Once you engage the boss, you will thank him by the waterfall because he punts the tank away. Make sure the tank faces him away from you. In about every 30 seconds he does spawn a Nurgling. If you have a second tank, you want to take an aggro on them and pull them away from the boss, because the boss heals the more Nurglings are closer to him. Next boss we have is a Form of the Angry. So Form of Angry does put a random debuff called full wounds on a random person. After 10 seconds, if not glanced, it will explode and at its spawns and spawn adds. So make sure you get a clean place on the point. If not, make sure you either AoE them down or make sure your tanks uses a damage reduction. That way your group doesn't die. So the last boss for the left wing is Glum the Squigmaster. So Glum the Squigmaster has 3 important mechanics. So in the first stage, he will be dropping green puddles on the ground you want to avoid. So you want to pretty much taunt him and pull him down and start making circles around so you don't stand in the puddles, because the second you will stay in the puddles you will die. At a certain percentage he will pull to his for the champion squigs. You want to make them come all together and AoE them down as fast as possible. At 30% Glum become a melee squig. It is from his massive AoE. You will have to watch in the chat. He will say running out of the room, you gig up, and you will have to get outside of his melee range because he pans, and the more people's on him, the more damage he does. Next, we are heading a middle wing. First boss in the middle is called Redeye Big O. The only mechanic he has is literally like a pants haul your group upwards, so you should be taking him to the right side below the hut. So the next boss for the middle is Plaza Tamin Master and his very own friends Valkyries. So if you have two tanks, you will tank them separately. If you have just one tank, you can tank them together, facing away from the group because they're doing AoE. And make sure, since Valkyries does drop eggs, you wanna make sure you do not AoE. No AoE at all, because the second you break the eggs, it will spawn tons of spiders. So make sure you kill the Blast Tamin Master first, and then you can kill Valkyries, and make sure you do not AoE. The next boss squads are at Crimea. So she's the last boss before you will go head out to the final boss. She can be tanked by one tank. Occasionally she spawns a group of level 40 champion ads to let your main tank AoE taunt them before you can cleave them down. She also stuns the group, so it's especially important for the healers. Make sure the healers can stay out of her range, that way they don't get stunned. So the next boss we have Art Daffy. So Artifact, you will have to tank him by the pillars over here. There's three mechanics for this boss. First is the Squick Storm, which is the storm of duelist who are gonna be chasing you around. It will be said in the chat who is gonna be chased. So just make sure you are avoiding it as much as possible. Next, there is a bubbles. You have to kill the bubbles because it will spawn a little NPC, which when they will get close towards the boss, it will snack on it and it will get him some health up. And the last is the feed rage, which after losing 7% of the cells at the field will enter the rage mode. So the two group members have to get towards the gems over here and press them together to get rid of the bug. And for the last, we have a right wing. The first boss we have in the big box of shinies. It's an optional boss called Root Mother's Physilax. So as you know, this boss is optional. She's pretty much a tank and spam. You just have to AoE down the ads she spawns. Alright, so the first actual boss we have a Master Wrangler Glix. Master Wrangler Glix does spawn a group of trolls every 20% of the HP he has lost. The groups gets the mobs get stronger for each wave. And the last wave, it's a level 40 champions and you will get stunned the second they will get spawned. So just be careful with that, and other than that, he's pretty much a tank and spank. First we have is the Elder Kizik, the Bahaya. So as soon as you do taunt the Elder, he will spawn a group of Snorling. There's a name one between them which cannot be dying. So you either have your tank or second healer pull the name Snorling towards you, or you just do not use AoE. Either way, it's pretty much a tank and strain. Just know the Elder Kizik does do stunts occasionally, a person in your group. Suppose we have the Herald of Solitex. So Herald of Solitex is fairly easy boss. He does spawn a purple puddle on the ground. You have to avoid. If you get stunned in it, you will be taking a damage. He does a frontal AoE cleave damage as well, so we make sure the tank face him away from the group. 50% he spawns additional boss, a GR added Iron Breaker, which can be tanked either by the off tank, or if you have a strong tank, he can be tanked by the main tank. Just be aware that there is stuns and disarms going on, so just make sure you are ready for the heals, and other than that, enjoy the fight. The last boss we have a Master Mingsa. Master Mingsa is the last boss for the right wing. So you want to you would want to take him by the collar since he regularly puns. The main thing, you can also prevent the pun by interrupting him when he says "kabooey." Occasionally he does, how you could see, spawns his stuff, which does a stun and prevent a person from doing any damage. So make sure you focus the staff down as the first thing to free your group mates. Next, he does spawn a green fist which follow a one random person around. Make sure you do avoid it because it does AoE everybody around it. And also there is a little ad spawns that spawn. They have a really low health pool, so you can AoE them down, but they still do being kind of a bother for the healer, so make sure you help kill them down. Alright guys, thanks for watching. That's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys have any questions or would like to see a different kind of guide, please let me know. Leave the comment down below. Like always, you can always follow me on my Twitch, which is called Cruise to Wiggle. And that's gonna be it. See you guys in the next video. Bye!